Hello, it's Missy. Thank you for watching. For today's video, I wanted to share some more braided hairstyles. So make sure to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, let me know in the comment section which one is your favorite, and let's get started. The first style is a half updo. So with my hair parted near the middle, I'm going to leave out some hair to frame my face, and then pick up a section near the part on the left side. I'm going to divide this into 3 smaller sections for my braid. And since I'm doing a Dutch braid, I'm going to be crossing the side strands under the middle strand so the braid sits out on top of my head. So I'm crossing the side strands under the middle strand, alternating between the left and right side strands. And once I do the initial stitch of the braid, I'm going to begin incorporating sections of hair into the braid. So I'm crossing the side strands under the middle, picking up a new section of hair from my head and bringing it into the braid as well. And I'm going to end up bringing in about 4 sections of hair, working the braid along the top portion of my head. I like to leave down a little bit of hair to cover my ears, and once the braid reaches the crown of my head, I'm just going to stop adding in additional pieces and just continue braiding the section a little further down towards the ends. So I'm crossing the side strand under the middle, picking up a new section of hair from my head and bringing it into the braid. And then I'm going to cross the side strand on the other side under the middle, pick up a new section of hair from this side and bring it into the braid as well. And I ended up bringing in about 4 sections of hair, and I'm just working the braid along the top portion of my head. And then I'm just going to clip off the braid so I can move over to the opposite side of my head. So now I'm going to repeat the same steps as before and create a second Dutch braid along the right side of my head. So the steps are the same as the previous braid. So I'm picking up a small section near the hairline next to the part and dividing it into 3 pieces. I'm crossing the side strands under the middle strand while incorporating new sections of hair into the braid. And I'm going to work my way along the right side of my head back towards the crown of my head. And once I've brought in about 4 sections of hair, I'm going to continue braiding the hair a little further down and then just clip off the end of the braid so it doesn't unravel. Now that both braids are done, I'm going to take a clear elastic band and tie the 2 braids together so they meet at the back of my head. Once the braids are tied off, I can go back over each of the braids and carefully pull on the edges so they look wider and more full. Then I'm going to create a little bun with the ends. So I'm going to take all of the hair and twist it together. I'm going to wrap the ends into a spiral clockwise and then pull the ends through the middle to create a knot. And then I'm going to continue wrapping the extra ends around the bun until they're hidden underneath the hair. And then I'm just going to take some bobby pins and use these to pin down the edges of the bun so it's flush with my head and won't fall loose. So I just worked them around the outside of the bun and made sure to slide them underneath so they didn't show. For the next hairstyle, I'm going to divide my hair into 2 sections. So I'm going to create a zigzag part line down the back of my head. A zigzag line will help hide the actual part line, so I tend to always do this for these types of hairstyles. So then I'm going to tie off the right side so I can braid the left side first. And I'm creating another Dutch braid for this style. So I'm going to pick up a section of hair near the hairline and divide it into 3 equal pieces. I'm going to begin the braid by crossing the side strands under the middle strand and alternate between the left and right side strands. Then after the initial stitch of the braid, I'm going to begin incorporating new sections of hair into the braid. And I want to add in all of the hair from this side of my head for this particular style. So I'm going to continue the braid, crossing the side strands under the middle strand while bringing in new sections of hair, working my way down this left side of my head. So I'm crossing the side strand under the middle, picking up a new section of hair from my head and bringing it into the braid. And then I'm going to cross the side strand on the other side under the middle, pick up a new section of hair from this side and bring it into the braid as well. And I'm just working the braid along the top portion of my head. And once the braid reaches the nape of my neck and I've brought in all of the hair, I'm going to use a clear elastic band to tie off the end of the braid. And now I'm going to repeat the same steps as before and create another Dutch braid with the hair on the right side of my head. So I'm picking up a section of hair near the hairline and dividing it into 3 smaller pieces. I'm crossing the side strands under the middle strand, and I'm going to be incorporating new sections of hair into the braid as I go like before. So I'm working my way down the right side of my head, bringing in new sections from along both the hairline and from along the middle part until the braid reaches the nape of my neck. So I'm crossing the side strand under the middle, picking up a new section of hair from my head and bringing it into the braid. And then I'm going to cross the side strand on the other side under the middle, pick up a new section of hair from this side and bringing it into the braid. And then I'm going to cross the side strand on the other side under the middle, pick up a new section of hair from this side and bring it into the braid as well. And I'm just working the braid along the top portion of my head. And once the braid reaches the nape of my neck and I've brought in all of the hair, I'm going to take another clear elastic band and tie off the end of the braid like before. And now with both braids done, I can go back over each one and carefully pull on the sides so the braids look wider and more full. You can really pull out the braids a lot and make them extra big, or just pull them out a little bit so they're only slightly larger. I like them to look really big for pictures, but kind of somewhere in between for actual daily wear. But then as a finishing step, I'm just going to divide off small sections of hair from each ponytail and wrap them around the elastic bands individually to hide them, and then just hold each section in place with a bobby pin. Working off of the last hairstyle, I'm going to take the 2 ponytails and combine them together in one hand. Then using a hairband, I'm going to tie the 2 ponytails together to create one ponytail, and then I can remove the 2 individual elastic bands. Then I'm just going to divide off a small section of hair from the ponytail, wrap this around the hairband to hide it, and then just secure the section of hair underneath with a bobby pin. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to let me know in the comments which of the hairstyles was your favorite. Be sure to like and subscribe as well so you never miss any future videos, and I will see you next time.